autoridades migratorias y promocionando a las mujeres en Medellín
Smash
como
the like
atractivo
button.
turístico.
All right, I'm gonna pause that for a second, guys. What's up? It's your boy Kari.HQ back again with some more content for you guys, keeping it real as always. So today we're talking about some very current events, something that actually just happened. I don't know if you've been living under a rock or what, but basically this is pretty big news right now. There was another, I repeat, another American sent packing from Colombia, guys. And we're going to get into all the details here in a minute. All I ask is that you smash that like button for your boy Car.HQ so that this video can get to who it needs to get to. All right. And yeah, we're going to break it down. I'm going to play the video here in a second of the guy getting deported. So let's get into that. Let's go. What up, T-Mac? What up, T-Mac? You boy? Yeah.
Con dignidad cumplimos.
All right.
Gobierno de Colombia.
So this is about to start over.
Yo, what's going on, my people? It's your boy, man. I'm back again. It's a movie. Red carpet, the lights on. Here to make us.
All right, let me pause. All right, so Chill Capo, man. If you haven't heard the news, it looks like this guy was deported yesterday from Colombia. If you're not familiar with his content, he did a lot of, I'll just say, like party content, talking about how to party in Medellin, where to party in Medellin, how to stay safe in Medellin while partying, how not to get gringo priced, things of that nature, which on the surface seems very good, very helpful, right? So you might be asking yourself, how in the world does someone get deported for giving out seemingly helpful information, right? So we're going to talk about it because there's just a lot to it. I think it's important, guys, that we look at a little bit of his content and we can make a judgment call if it was as innocent as he claims it was. So this is a guy right here. You can see he commented. This is the same guy that was deported yesterday. He commented on his own post of him being deported and said, educating men how to protect themselves from women who rob and drug them with no repercussions. So I'm guessing he's like saying that, oh, you get deported for trying to help, more or less. So that's kind of his stance on it, guys. But I mean, we could take a look at his content. So I want you guys to kind of get the full picture here. And not, just have half the picture, because there's really a lot to it. When you talk about the party scene here in Medellin, you might mean well or whatever, but if it's anything associated with parquejeras, with the SEX tourism, in a way, by you posting that on Instagram, it can look like you're promoting SEX tourism. And so I think that's kind of the technicality that the Colombian government used to deport this guy. So you can see here, a lot of his content is about helping guys navigate Colombia. So what did he actually do wrong to get deported? It looks like the actual offense that he did was a video about how to get around the migration lines in Colombia. That's part one. So I'm not sure where it is on his page. It's somewhere in here, but I know he did a video where he basically told people that you can skip the migration lines in Colombia, because everyone knows that the Colombian migration lines are pretty crazy. He basically told people how to use the wheelchair trick, which basically you're gonna tell the airport people that you are injured, and they will get you a wheelchair, and they will kind of let you skip that line and go straight to the migration people without waiting. So I don't know, maybe he deleted that video. I don't see it on here right now. But that's part one of him pissing off the Colombian authorities. If you make a video, guys, and you're telling people how to get around the rules, how to cheat the Colombian migration system, then you could expect some blowback. Second thing that I believe he did wrong was promoting party packages, guys. So a lot of times he would promote packages to party with him. And I don't know, let's see, we could probably take a look at some of that. I mean, this is more like a funny meme thing, but I don't know if he deleted it or what. I've seen it before, but basically, yeah, he was selling like packages for people to party with him. Same thing if you're familiar to what Passport Dog used to do, book a tour, the book a tour guy. He was doing something very similar to that. And so that can be kind of twisted in a way to make it look like you are promoting SEX tourism. Think about it, guys. If somebody watches your video and you're the reason why they came to Colombia, and the reason that they chose to come to Colombia was because they saw you partying with so many girls, having a good time, then, and I hate to say it, but Chill Capo was known to really favorite the pros, the working girls. I think that was his main thing. He was kind of one of the guys that promoted paying for it and just, doing that instead of wasting your time trying to meet a girl the old-fashioned way. He was kind of one of the guys that encouraged people to just pay for it. So anyway, as we can see, he has been deported, and that will be no more. But what I want you guys to really focus on is the fact that he was really just putting out content, right? And the bigger point I want to make with this video is that this is what happens when people have to make content to survive. Like, I don't know Capo's situation, but I could tell that he was making a business out of his following, out of his presence on social media. Whether that business, was purely just tours or taking people out, we don't know. But the fact of the matter is, if that's your income, then you're gonna promote it aggressively, right? That's why, guys, with me, you don't, I post when I want. I show girls sometimes, but not much. And it all goes into like, playing the social media game, guys. Social media is a place where sex sells, right? So if you, I see your comments, I'm going to get to your comments in a second, but if sex sells on social media and you promote or use like women with very little clothes on in your videos and things like that, then you're in a sense selling sex. I know it's a stretch, guys. I'm not trying to crucify this man. I don't even know him. So, I'm not here to judge the guy. I just want to make that clear. I'm just commenting on the situation because I consider myself to be the foremost expert when it comes to Colombia, all things Colombia. It may not seem that way because, again, if we talk about the content, I don't put out the most content. I don't put out the most eye-catching content, but I can definitely say that my content is 100% real, and that I'm not out here looking for stuff that's going to catch your attention. See, all these other content creators nowadays, they are looking to catch your attention. What catches your attention on Instagram is not me, doing a giveaway to help a mother in need, right? I've done that. It gets little views. But if I go on there and I talk about, what's the best place to find a girl in Medellin, I'm gonna get mad views, right? So I think Capo was kind of a victim of this law of social media, guys, that like nothing good gets attention on social media. So unfortunately, he wasn't explicitly trying to sell sex on Instagram. I can say that for sure. But I mean, he would definitely focus on some negative things. Like if we look at his page, we could see this dude passed out, or the druggings and these types of things, the old lady selling box in Jairus, or just talking about how the bad aspects of dating a Colombian woman, or all these jokes, right, or jokingly things, right? He was making fun of it, and I don't mean that in a bad way. It's okay to make fun of it, but overall, at the end of the day, he had a service attached to that. Okay, his service was like a party service. Not only that, he was actively promoting a party within, that was going to happen in the next couple weeks with another gentleman by the name of Rob Rose, who I also know. So, yeah, I mean, if you look at my content, like people, I show you Colombia, but I don't go out of my way to show you the women of Colombia so that it will kind of prompt you or motivate you to come to Colombia. That's the difference here, right? And that's the difference between somebody that relies on social media for a check and someone that gets money somewhere else. Like if I never upload on YouTube, I will be just fine. So that's the basis of this situation. I do want to jump into a couple comments here because we got some interesting comments here. So the first one, T Mac, Chill Capo talked about Parque Jettis less than a week ago, and he got deported. Yeah, I mean the irony of this situation. The fact of the matter is, Colombian authorities are watching everything right now. I don't know what the vendetta they have against gringos is all about right now. It's either a political thing because the elections are coming up. I don't know, but they're watching very closely, and I think they're tired of seeing people kind of like play in their face, because all this is in their face. Now, guys, another thing that I have to comment on, and this is for all my fellas out there, this type of content should never have made it onto social media. This type of content is for private groups, on WhatsApp or Telegram or whatever. But whenever guys started feeling comfortable to post, very explicit things on social media about what we're doing. I mean, guy talk like, yo, here's where the ladies are. 5-10 years ago, that was a conversation that you would only have with your homies in a text message thread or in person. But all of a sudden, everybody wants to post this type of stuff on social media now. And so we can't go around, having our guy gossip or our guy talk on social media out in the open, in public, for everyone to see. I know a lot of you guys get down, right? I know a lot of you guys hit up Jairus or whatever. But the difference is when you put it on social media, guys, everybody can see it. Everybody can see it. That's the difference. All right, I'm gonna go to another comment from T-Mac. On the official migration page, it also said he promoted sex tourism. Yeah, I mean, depending on how you look at it, he did promote sex tourism. Now, if I was the judge, I don't know if I probably wouldn't call it that because it's not that explicit. But like I said, by promoting, partying, by promoting fun times, by promoting, and I will say he was very open about paying for it. He was a guy that encouraged people to go to like the spots right around the park, if you know what I'm saying, Gusto, Sky Park, all those types of places. That's where he hung out at. That's where he would probably take you if you paid him to take you out, like straight up. So you don't have to explicitly go up there and put an ad with a picture with a girl of a picture and the price for it to be considered promoting SEX tourism. And that's what I need you guys to understand. I think that's like really missing the mark for people. And especially another thing, guys, I know that he would promote his post so that they would travel further and get more reach. And if you add that into it, that can definitely be seen as promoting SEX tourism. You know what I mean? Okay, we got another comment. Jane now says he was cooler than Passport Dog. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I knew both. I didn't really know Capo like that. Like I met him one time. I think I've seen him around a few more times, but I don't know this man, Capo. Passport Dog, pretty much the same thing. I think I met him once and I seen him around the city a lot. But I could say for sure that, both of those guys are out of here. So if you want longevity in this game, in this expat game, in this Colombia game, acting this way is not going to do it. Going on social media and parading around about how good of a time you're having, all the women you're sleeping with, or even if you are not saying that, but you're, giving people tips and tricks about how to do it properly, then that's going to be seen as promoting SEX tourism, guys. It's just that simple. Y'all let me know, is Passport Dog better than Chill Capo in the comments or something? All right. Isn't that the same thing CEO Jerry does? No, definitely not. I don't. For one, CEO Jerry, I don't know a lot about his content. I know who he is. But from what I've seen, his content was much more PG-13 than Chill Capo. You're stretching right now. What am I stretching? Nino, tell me. Because I don't feel like I'm stretching anything. I'm just telling y'all like it is. I mean, the dude got deported. I'm just telling you why. I mean, you might not like it. Don't get mad at me. You could write a letter to Migración Colombia if you want. I didn't make the decision. Thank you, iVentures. Yes, y'all smash that like button right now. Because, man, if you guys don't support people who make good content, like showing you more than just Jairus and stuff like that, then you're not gonna have any content coming out of Colombia. Sometimes, and this video is not like for a complaint video about me and my content, but I know for a fact how YouTube works, and Instagram is the same way. I could go in there and talk about positivity all day long. I can go in there and show y'all, me giving back to the homeless or me helping out, or rescuing dogs or whatever. And it's going to get no effing views. A guy that comes on there and talks about the party scene and talks about, or just makes funny content about making digs at the Colombian SEX work scene is going to get way more views than me. That's how social media works. All right. T-Mac, You're right. I started a charity in Medellin, and I know most expats and visitors could care less. Exactly. Like literally what I just said. Like it's a shame, but like all the content that travels on Colombia is all about women and girls and sex tourism, bro. That's really y'all's fault. Y'all don't tap in with me. Y'all don't tap in with Kari when I drop a video of me riding my motorcycle through the countryside. But y'all tap in when, you know, somebody's talking about some dumb ish or somebody getting drugged or whatever. So that's the day and age we live in. He was giving advice to people visiting Medellin on how to avoid being robbed or drugged. Okay, Nino. Yes, he made videos about that. I agree, but that does not exonerate everything else that he did. He definitely made another video that was all about how to get around the lines in migration. And it was a fraudulent video. I mean, it was a fraudulent way of doing things. Like you bringing a fake doctor's note so you could get a wheelchair to skip the line. Do you think Migration Colombia is going to be okay with that? Do you think that's not playing in their face by putting that? Now, I drew the line earlier, guys. If he had done that privately to his homies, he wouldn't have been sitting in the back of that paddy wagon and being sent back to the U.S. But the fact that he posted publicly, boldly, is the problem. I hope you guys understand. I mean, it's so easy to understand, but apparently people like are not getting that part of it. So you said that in 2020, cool. I heard he had a party and someone died. That could be the reason. No, that's false. Fake news. Fake news. That's not it. Pisces get sensitive about their image. My girlfriend won't get mad about anything, but if you say people in Cali or Bogota are nicer, she gets mad. They want a different image. Yeah, I mean, that's a big part of it. Like Colombians see themselves as pretty wholesome, good people. Like, and the fact that their global image now is just a big brothel because people come and then, you know, they post these things on social media. And again, guys, you don't have to post a girl in the club for it to be, you know, influential and bringing people to Colombia for sex tourism. You could, you know, you could talk about other things that are in that kind of, that are related, if you get what I'm saying. I agree with you though. People have gotten way too comfortable filming everything and posting it online. That's exactly my point, guys. And let's pause for a second and watch the video again. So if you're just joining in, I want you guys to be aware of what I am talking about today.
Yo, what's going on, my people? It's your boy, man. I'm back again. It's a movie. Red carpet, the lights on. I'm here to make a special announcement. Those of y'all that follow me, you already know what the announcement is.
So let me, bro, look how they did, bro, on their own social media account. Like, imagine if this dude has a job or something back, you know, imagine if he had a job back in the States or something, or if he had a custody battle with his ex-wife or something, and they have this as ammo. That's bad, bro. Like they played him so bad when it comes to like putting him out there like that. And I just looked here on my phone. The Migración Colombia Instagram account has 357,000 followers. Let me say that again. The Migración Colombia Instagram page has 357,000 followers. That's how many people this video was pushed out to. Guys, that's a bad look, man. That is a bad look. That's a bad look. It's got 911 shares and has only been posted for 10 hours. Jesus, man. I do think that the way that Colombian migration puts people on blast, um, I don't think that's right. But you know, it's their country. At the end of the day, they could do whatever they want, and I think guys are starting to realize that. You know, guys are starting to realize that. Let's go back to the video. Hold up. Did they just pull bro off the freaking paddy wagon like bruh with a Gatorade in his hand? Like, bro, was he coming back like from Jarrah's when they picked bro up? Mind you, mind you, we haven't seen like we've been seeing like all the people getting stopped at the airport and stuff like that. But it seems like in this case, they went after bro. Like they went and found him. So there is no such thing as being low in Medellin. Like you can be found in Medellin. Like don't think that you're off the map when you come to Medellin. Like you know and plus everything is digital anyway. Like um yeah, if they want to find you, they'll find you. You probably got this place on Airbnb, or if not, you know maybe they were probably able to find out his location another way. But yeah, guys, this was not a thing where he was coming in off of a flight and they popped him. He had been in Colombia for like he passed through the airport and went into the streets before he was caught. Or I don't want to say before he was caught, but before this whole situation popped off. Like I just want to make it clear that he was in Colombia. Like he was like free inside of Colombia at the time when all this went down. Bro looks shocked, bro. Bro looks shocked as hell. Like, what the hell is going on? Like, and I feel for bro. I feel for bro because nobody's going to play devil's advocate here. And one thing that Capo did post that I saw is that Colombia is doing all of this, parading him around like they just, defeated Godzilla or something. But we still don't even know who drugged and killed that American Airlines flight attendant. They haven't put his picture out in the news. When Colombians commit crimes in Colombia against foreigners or against Colombians, they're not as tough or as boisterous as they are when they catch gringos. That's a fact. I can't argue with that. And in Capo's defense, I will give him that. I will give him that. Let me know what you think in the comments, guys. Yeah, so they're saying here that he was a foreigner who was organizing parties on social media and offering company of women in the city of Medellin.
La entidad le seguía la pista desde hace varios meses.
So this girl right here, Paula Salazar Gomez, is not to be played with, guys. She is serious as a heart attack. She's serious as a heart attack. She will send your ass packing. Boy, she will send your ass packing. She's not playing no games. You look at her face. She's not playing. There's no fear in that girl's heart. And I've seen her, do these recaps for several videos on their page. So she's always kind of like the spokesperson for Migración Colombia. So that's not a face you want to see, guys. If you see her pop out, you're pretty cooked. You're pretty cooked. All right. So let's just finish this and then I'll get into some of your comments. Make sure you drop a comment in the chat right now. So I'm about to get into the comments here in a second. Let's finish this.
Detectar que ofrecía paquetes turísticos en los que incluía supuestos consejos para evadir controles de las autoridades.
You heard that? That part, that's what she said. Consejo is advice. So she said that he was offering advice about how to get around the migration laws. Okay. So for all you guys out there that's saying, oh, it's not illegal to party, it's not illegal to warn guys about how not to get drugged. Okay. But if I go and make a video about how to cheat the migration system to get around the lines, is that illegal yet? Are we getting into the, where do you draw the line? Because I'm not saying I agree with either side. I'm neutral in this. I'm truly neutral in this. You believe me or not, but I really am. But I can see a case for what the people in migration are saying,
migratorias y promocionando a las mujeres en Medellín como atractivo turístico.
She said that he was promoting the women of Medellin like they were a tourist attraction. Sound like what I've been saying? That's the difference. If you go to my page and you go to my content, I want you all watching right now to go to my Instagram, go to my YouTube. Tell me, do I look like I'm promoting women in my content? I'm not. All right. So that's the difference, guys. So this says right here that he's banned from the country for 5 years. 5 years he cannot touch Colombia. And I'm betting you that's more like a lifetime ban. That might be like 5 years, and then if you pay $200,000 and do some community service and donate to whoever the president is, you might get back in. But really, he probably don't want to go back to Colombia, and he probably will not be allowed back in Colombia for the rest of his life. And I want you guys to notice the comments here. Look, this person's saying, this we need to show to all the people that arrive looking for these touristic options. Put póngala cara a cara. That means put it face to face. Okay. People are saying muy bien. I'm sure these are Colombian people. Okay, we got someone else here. I know this guy. He parties and throws parties. I used to go to his pool parties in Vegas, but he definitely isn't the type of outright promote or orchestrate prostitution. He's a successful music manager executive, which I could vouch for. I know he's worked with some big names, and he's done a lot in the music game. He probably threw parties and invited girls to come who just happened to be escorts. Now, you think this guy who's supposed to be the foremost expert on escorts in Colombia accidentally let some escorts around him? I don't think so. There's no accidental letting these girls in, as this guy would like to say. I highly doubt it. But I don't think he was running a escort ring either. Personally, I don't think he was. But you don't have to be running a complete escort ring to be seen as promoting sex tourism, guys. And that's really the main point. Like, God, why do we have to put our guy talk on social media for everyone to see? That's precisely why you don't see that content on my page, bro. For one, I don't feel comfortable showing Medellin in that light. I know Colombia is a beautiful place. I actually love the people of Colombia. And me personally, it would pain me to put out content painting Colombia in that light. I wouldn't do it, but maybe he just didn't have the same love for Colombia that I had, or a different love for Colombia that I have. But the love that I have for Colombia, I couldn't do anything like that, because I want to see Colombia progress. I want to see, I know Colombia is battling a lot coming out of the narco days and all that, right? So that's another reason why, even though it might pay well, you might build a business off the back of doing this type of stuff, it's not a good look. Now it says we're not stopping the fight against tourism that exploits SEX and the instrumentalization of children and adolescents and women. So you guys that want to say, well, he wasn't messing with young girls, they also put mujeres. So that means grown women, right? So it's not just about kids. I don't think he was doing that with no kids either, me personally.
Con dignidad.
Yeah, that's basically it. All right, so I'm gonna hop into some of y'all's comments and we can continue this discussion a little bit. I think where I left off, it was somewhere around here. I agree with you though. People have gone way too comfortable filming everything and posting it online. That's the biggest point I want you guys to take about this. This whole passport bro genre of guys going, all the guys sitting off in Thailand, all the guys sitting in DR, Brazil, Kenya, places like that want to go and then give you a detailed rundown of how the game works out there, how to access SCX in all these places and all that. That should not be on social media. It shouldn't be on social media. It's just not the place for it. I mean, the fact that people are bold enough to post it just shows you how badly they need likes. All right? It shows you how badly they need likes. All right? Let's see. Stop being dumb. If you're online making content like this, especially if you're Capo's complexion, you're on the radar. Many places have a color complex. Yeah, I mean, I don't think it was about color necessarily. You know, if that article, there was an article that came out with this story, and in that article, there was another gentleman that was sent back, and I'll just show it to you right here. I'll pull it up. Let me just drop that there. Let me see if I can translate this for you guys. All right. So this was El Tiempo, very big, very famous news source in Colombia. Colombia immigration authorities deport Chill Capo, American influencer who promoted SEX tourism. But also, there's this guy. There's another guy that was deported with him. I think this guy was out of New York, right? So subsequent verification of the case. I should go up a little bit higher. Okay, the second procedure was related to another U.S. citizen accused of starring in episodes of threats and fights in educational institutions located in the Las Palmas sector and other areas of eastern Antioquia, which generated concern among directors, students, and families. So from my understanding, he was threatening people at like some school in Las Palmas, which is like mind-blowing. Like, how stupid, weird do you have to be? Like, and of course he has the Make America Great Again hat on. Fucking, this shit's sad, bro. According to information gathered by authorities, the man attempted to enter a school in Llano Grande by posing as an English teacher. When he failed, he allegedly reacted by threatening students, triggering alert protocols within the school community. A truly unique case. Wow. After subsequent verification of the case, with support from the U.S. authorities, established that the foreigner had a criminal record of outstanding arrest warrants in New York. Based on these findings, Colombian immigration ordered his expulsion from the country. I mean, you can't make this shit up, man. You really cannot make this shit up. I ain't seen nothing like this. Oh my God. Hold up. I wasn't even sharing. Guys, look, this is a story Look, this is the story that El Tiempo released about Chill Capo. Now, the beginning of the story is all about Chill Capo. When we go down, we see this guy here, this image. So this is the guy I was just telling you about, and I'll just read it again because I messed that up a little bit. But the second procedure was related to another U.S. citizen accused of starring in episodes of threats and fights in educational institutions located in the Las Palmas sector and other areas of eastern Antioquia, which generated concern amongst directors, students, and families. According to information gathered by authorities, the man attempted to enter a school in Llano Grande by posing as an English teacher. When he failed, he allegedly reacted by threatening students, triggering alert protocols within the school community, a truly unique case. And after subsequent verification of the case, the support from USA authorities established that the foreigner had a criminal record of outstanding arrest warrants in New York State. Based on these findings, they expelled him from the country. So look at this guy with the Make America Great, Trump 50 or 45 to 47 BS on his head. I mean, bro, like that's a crazy case right there. That's crazy. Like this dude went to a school trying to act like a school, like impersonate a teacher. Like, man, we're cooked in Colombia. All right, let's get back into these comments. All right. After 5 years in Colombia, I never had a Colombian mention complexion. Yeah, they probably won't mention it. That's kind of one of those things that just kind of happens without a word being said sometimes. But Colombia, it depends on the person. So there are some racist people in Colombia, but it's definitely not as bad as some other places. He did it to himself. I agree. I think the true motivation was social media, to be famous, to get likes, to build a business, to be that guy in Medellin, you know. Um, but it comes with a price. It comes with a price. Salute. They mentioned that they have been monitoring him for a month. Yeah, I did hear that part. Um, so yeah, they've been, and that's the thing. When you promote yourself on social media, the whole idea is that people hear about you. So you should probably be doing something positive if you want the whole world to know about it. Or in this guy's case, he was just that comfortable talking about it. Like for me personally, if his page was my page and my mom went to visit my Instagram, like I would be embarrassed. I would be embarrassed. And that's not knocking Chill Capo or nothing. I'm just saying, like, I like to operate, especially on social media, in a way that, I wouldn't be scared for my mom, my parents, my family to see my social media, you know. That's a good like litmus test for you to like, should I post this, should I not post this? Like, are you okay with your grandma seeing it? Um the color complex in Colombia is very real. Stop the delusion. You do a lot of capping for these people, and if anything happened to you down there, they'd be laughing at you like this capo. Um, yeah, I'm not gonna go get into you guys back and forth. It would be, honest America is the same way when it comes to those kinds of things. If it's a foreigner, the quick to say he was a foreigner or an immigrant, but if it's another American, yeah, not so much. I agree with that. We in America, we do call out people, especially since Trump started blowing up. Um, we definitely label people as immigrants, and that's supposed to like kind of influence how you think about whatever they did before you even hear about what they did. You know, you could say that you don't, that you don't have bias, but we all have some biases. They're jealous, racist, and selfish. Yeah, I don't know, man. I think they're just tired of a bunch of Negroes pulling up with their DICK in their hand. That's what I think. Not gonna get into all this. Da, 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 da. Okay, it's definitely race related. When they deported Bryce Cleveland, they blurred his face, and it wasn't any major media about it. Look up what he's doing, what he was doing. Well, I don't know, man. I do. Okay, you guys made a good point. You guys made a good point. A lot of the people that you'll see on the migration page, they do blur their faces out, and they did not do that with him. But this is like what I mean. Usually they do stuff like this, you know, like this, blurring out the face. Obviously, Chill Capo did not.
Yo, what's going on, my people? It's your boy, man.
Chill Capo did not get that blurred face treatment at all. But you could say that's because he was already putting his face out there. I mean, I don't know. I do think they wanted to make an example out of bro, though. I definitely could say that they wanted to make an example out of him. They want to make an example out of all of these people, and I want to say they're having fun with it, but they're like two could play this game. You wanna be famous on social media. We will make you famous on social media for free. Come out here, start talking about SEX tourism, and they will take care of the rest. Was the guy who hosted the party with the girls how died? No, what the heck these people are talking about? So T Max says, "Do you have a visa?" I think he's talking to someone else. Guys, you guys are killing me with this whole back and forth. Because I can't. You guys are just arguing in my comments. Someone says they never heard of Chill Capo. Well, Migración Colombia made sure that a lot of people have heard of Chill Capo after today. Unfortunately for him. Hosting parties in legal Colombia establishment means S tourism in Colombia. That's funny, LL. Well, you can laugh at it all you want. These people are not laughing about it. They don't want you openly talking about that on social media. What's so hard to understand about that? There's other countries where the same thing happens, but no one talks about it. You guys don't know that because y'all don't travel enough. I bet you wherever it is, and I'm not knocking y'all. Y'all are my family. But a lot of people don't travel enough. I guarantee if you're in the States, the sun is down right now for most of y'all. And, I'm on the other side of the world right now. And I can tell you that there are places that I've been where they don't allow filming. Like there's places like Parque Lleras in other countries that you cannot get in there with the camera. You just can't. I'm talking in Europe, in Asia, not Thailand. Thailand is different. But other places, they don't allow that. Filming all the women, filming all the girls and all that type of stuff. Medellin was cool with it for a while until it started leading to all these freaks coming to the country. That's when they stopped being cool with it, guys. And Chill Capo, if you're out there watching, man, I would love to have you on here, and you could speak for yourself, man. Like, I don't have a horse in this race necessarily. I'm just reporting the news and giving people my best advice. So, yeah, I like this kind. It was better before all this was online. Now people chase clicks at any cost, and it's changed for the worse. These things used to stay word of mouth between men. Exactly. I mean, we got We got to get back to those days, guys. Like, why do we not just talk about this stuff? Like, you guys think I don't have a bunch of females in my life? You think I'm not smashing Colombian females when I'm there because I don't show it on social media? If you think that, fine. But that's the whole point. You don't know what I'm doing because I don't go show all my girls on social media. I don't need to. I don't care. Girls actually like it when you can keep your mouth closed. You know how much that turns women on when you can keep your mouth closed when you slept with a girl and people even are asking you about it and you're like, nah, just for her peace of mind. Like, people don't, not everyone needs to know. Like, if me and so-and-so got a thing, we got a thing. Like, what's the point of me, going on and on about it? Like, those days are never coming back. I think you might be talking about the good old days, and that's a great point. Like, Colombia's done, guys. Colombia is over. The party is over. Case closed. It's a wrap. Put a fork in it. It's not the spot no more, guys. Not for that. No, sir. If you want to go on a coffee tour, if you want to see some nice beaches, if you want to, do a motorcycle trip around the country, it's a fantastic place. I've done all of those things there. I love doing those things in Colombia. They're great things to do. If you come here for SEX tourism to Colombia, you're playing with fire nowadays. I'm just going to say that. That's why I say put a fork in it, man. Put a fork in it. It's over. I agree with Mike B. These days are never, those days are never coming back. It's done. It's over. Pre-pandemic, Medellin will never be seen again. That's why, I thank God that I was able to be out there. Like, I had a good 4 years of just not living yet. I wasn't living at that time, but I had 4 years of going back and forth, and it was beautiful. Colombia before the pandemic, man, that might be heaven on earth. Now that I think about it, that was just a beautiful thing. That was a beautiful thing. Absolutely beautiful thing. Had said my girlfriend lived there and I would never post her online. Thank you. You don't need to post girls online. That is such a mistake, but guys love doing it. And I think it's like a small wee complex type of thing. Like, is your wee too small? Like, I don't know. Like, if you got a girlfriend, that's a different thing. Like, obviously, guys post a girlfriend, whatever. Y'all are a couple, it's public, whatever. But the sneaky link, putting the sneaky link out there on the gram for what? That's not what Chill Capo was doing, though. Let's stay on topic. My man, he was trying to line up some of the best parties in Medellin. He was trying to, and this is the thing, like, it's like if you feed somebody shit, but you sprinkle a little bit of sugar on top. Okay? Like, he was showing you how to buy box. But because he didn't explicitly say this is how you buy box, he said this is how you party. Oh, people are going to eat it and eat the shit and think it's sugar? No. Colombian people were smart. They know what he was doing. T-Mac says Cali is much different from Medellin. Yeah, it is much different. But you still can't do this. You can't do what Chill Capo was doing in Cali either. Trust me, Shawty will find you. What's her name? Man, these people in migration is not playing with y'all. You think people have tried to go to different cities and tried to fly into Bogota to avoid the Medellin migration people, flying into Barranquilla, Cali, everything, man. Colombia is not that big. It's like 1/5 of the population of the United States. So it's much more easy to track and find and handle these things. It's a smaller country than what you guys are used to if you're coming from the United States. So it's not a game, man. Nobody wants that walk of shame. And the fact that they filmed, like they kept the camera rolling, bro, from the bus to the migration stall to all the way to the gate, Joe. Like they kept the camera rolling till this man stepped on the plane, bro. They probably handcuffed him to the plane or something, like to the seat, like out of line, yo. They're out of line. They're not playing no games. This shorty right here, Paula Salazar Gomez. Thank you for what you're doing. You're doing your thing. You know what I mean? Shout out to you, the director, the regional director for Antioquia and Choco. Okay, so if you follow the migration Instagram page, she's in almost every video. So she's not playing no games. She is dead serious. Yeah. Medellin is overexposed. Way too overexposed. Medellin, it's like like Zion Williams now. It's like the hype. Remember the hype on Zion Williams when he got into the draft? It's just like it's so overexposed. Like I don't know what to say. Like Colombia's will never be what you guys think it, or it'll never be what it used to be. But a lot of you guys, unfortunately, don't know what it used to be, which is sad. It was a beautiful thing, but up until the point where guys felt like they needed to, tell everybody and prove to everybody what they're doing on their own manly vacation, it was great. But once people needed clout from social media and they had Colombian women to assist them in trying to get the clout, forget about it, man. The crazy part is Chill Capo is not the only guy in this pocket. He's not the only guy doing stuff like this. Notable mention, Passport Pauly. Notable mention, Passport Pauly. Let me see if I have. Let me see if I can find this dude's page. Oh man, I think that's his name, Paul something. I don't follow him, I guess, but yeah, I don't follow that dude. But there's another dude, a white dude, like a big fat kind of white dude, and all he does is these like videos about how to date Latinas in different countries. I don't know where he lives. Like he's smart because he's not just doing one country that he's living in, like a sitting duck, like Capo did. But there are a lot of people doing this type of content. There's also another guy that does like dating coaching type of content. It's called Sam Speaks Dating. Let me show you guys this. I actually have a problem with this stuff, man. And I think this stuff needs to stop. Like seriously. Let me see if he probably took a lot of his shit down. Let me see. Oh yeah, this dude just purged his page because look, is this a? Let me see. Okay? No. Okay. Outside with another girl this weekend because the other one went silent, thinking she's teaching me a lesson. So all he does is like dating coach type stuff. Like he'll do these little joints where he's like teaching you guys how to.
Te pregunto porque sabes a quién te luces? Muy posible al amor de mi vida. Eres demasiado.
So on the surface, guys, that's not illegal, right? But on the undertone of all that is basically he's showing you guys, oh, Colombian girls are easy. Look at me pick up a 10 and look how easy it is. Do you understand like the connection there? Like it's not blatant. It's certainly not blatant, but there's an undertone to that message, guys. Oh, look at me pick up all these Latinas. Look how easy they are. That's basically the message that I get, you know. And he does this all day.
Disculpe, ¿es importante?
No, dime.
Not only that, but it's illegal to film someone without their consent in Colombia. So what he's doing by filming women, if he's in Colombia like this, is illegal.
Quiero preguntarte una cosa.
Dime.
¿Sabes dónde puedo conseguir tu número?
¿Mi número?
Estás bien linda, ¿sabes?
Ay, muchas gracias.
¿Cómo te llamas?
Mi nombre es... ¿Cómo te llamas tú?
Un gustazo. Me llamo Sam, pero me puedes llamar el indicado.
¿Dónde eres?
Yo soy de Miami, pero crecí en España y vivo acá hace más de 2 años.
Ah, ok, vale, entiendo.
All right, so it's like a manipulation game. He's teaching you guys the psychology around how to talk to a woman and all that type of stuff. And he even does workshops in Colombia where he trains guys and has them like practice, you know, the skills that he teaches them in person. And he'll like kind of watch and like coach these guys on how to do it. Like, let me see.
Now that Harry's armed with his new jacket,
This is a perfect.
he's ready for Sam's next lesson.
Just regular pair of headphones, right? We just get on a call. So that way I can hear him and I can hear the girl at the same time, okay?
How to pick up women on the streets of Colombia.
Can you see him from over here? All right, cool. Well, there's a really cute girl here by this taxi. Yeah, I'll post her. Why not? So just remember, you're going to be approaching from the front. Remember, just bring that energy. Hola, disculpe.
You guys see the point I'm trying to make here? Do you see the point I'm trying to make here, guys? Like the guys, what you guys miss, what the average person that's just scrolling on Instagram misses is that this guy needs to eat, guys. He has to eat. This is probably his job, right? Being an influencer. Which, you know, after the pandemic, everybody encouraged everybody to be an influencer and move overseas, and everything in your life will be great and easy and perfect. Now, so many people have done that. They're stuck overseas and they got to figure out how to eat and how to pay for it. And they start doing crazy, weird-ish like this.
Tengo que decirte que eres linda.
Gracias.
¿Cómo te llamas?
Marcela.
Marcela. Mucho gusto.
Nice. ¿Sabes qué?
¿Sabes qué? Eres casi justo mi tipo.
Beautiful.
¿Bailes bachata, salsa?
Sí.
Porque yo soy bachatero.
Sí.
Sí.
Likes you. She likes you, bro.
¿Tienes Instagram?
Yo sí.
Sí. Y vamos a salir para bachata. Pásame tu teléfono, me voy a agregar.
There you go. Nice.
Que tienes súper buena noche.
All right. See, there's nothing really wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with like coaching how to date, right? But doing it in another country and making it all about picking up like Colombian women, like why don't you do that shit wherever you're from? You know what I'm saying? I think I could see where Colombians might have a problem with that. You know what I mean? Because to me, call me the bad guy, but it seems a little exploitative, you know?
Yo, what's going on, my people? It's
It
your boy, man.
just does. Like it seems a little exploitative, as if it gives off like, oh, Colombian women are easy or whatever, you know. Look at it however you want. All right, I'm gonna run through some of these comments. A lot more countries than just Colombia are cracking down on influencers promoting sex tourism. Yes, that's my fear, man. that eventually we're going to get to the point where if you're going to film something and post it on YouTube in a country that's not yours, you're going to have to register for like a journalism visa or something like that, or else YouTube will take it down or something. Like that is literally the future that we're headed for, to where these countries will not let people come and just film, and post whatever they want. Because think about it, if you just come in, you start filming exactly what happened with Colombia. There's other hidden gems around the world that people don't know about yet that are actually better than Colombia. But the secret is these places do not let people film openly. And so you guys don't know about it yet. So had Colombia had that policy of, we don't allow that such thing to happen in our country, then we wouldn't be sitting here in this situation seeing this man, Chill Capo, get deported and paraded around like that, man. They paraded him around like a donkey. Like, geez. Colombia is over for people who have the urge to post everything online. If you're low-key, you're good. Yeah. I mean, talking about going back to pre-pandemic, that's basically how it was. Like, bro, I would just post my picture at Guatapé. Hey, I'm in Colombia. I'm at Guatapé. I don't need to post, me in the club with like 15 girls. For what? Medellin is not all Colombia. Learn Spanish and travel. Colombia is a beautiful country. Agreed. It's such a beautiful country that I rode my freaking motorcycle from Medellin to Cali alone. And none of you guys watched that video. Yeah, none of you guys watched that video. It's on my page. Search Moto and Cali on my page. You'll find it. But again, that doesn't appeal to you guys. You guys want to see you want to see dumb stuff. Just keep it real. The coffee region is nice also. It's gorgeous. Pereira, Armenia, Manizales. Beautiful. But you guys will never go because you just want to go to Jerez. Why? Because you saw Chill Capo's video. Exactly my point. If Chill Capo has shown us some nature, some coffee, helping the homeless, if he had mixed that into his message, maybe, just maybe, they wouldn't have deported him. I am not defending Chill Capo. I just meant that all Colombia is not the same. I can't afford to get attached to the nonsense. I have a kid in Medellin, no time for the craziness. Yeah, I got you, man. Yeah, I mean, just do you, man. If you're not doing what this dude is doing, you should be just fine. It's I hate to say it, but Chill Capo, he kind of bought this upon himself. He didn't have to post all this stuff and do all that. He did that on his own accord. And that's the thing with social media, man. You don't have a filter on social media. No, there's no peer review on social media. If I want to post something, I post it. I don't have to send it to my friend before I post it. What are the best chica spots for us that love Colombia? Man, not on this channel, bro. Not on this channel. Go somewhere else with that. Me personally, I just don't like cameras. I don't want to be filmed at all. Same. Oh yeah, Passport Paulie. He's another one. Passport Paulie. I don't want to even promote his junk on my YouTube, so I'm not gonna go to his thing. But yeah, he does junk content as well, unfortunately. Another guy that has to eat, guys. He has to eat. And the only way for them to eat is by posting degenerate crap on Instagram and influencing you guys to go down there chasing after some Latina tail that ain't even all that. Crazy. He's married to a Venezuelan passport Pauly. I think he is married. Yeah, I think he is married. Which even further is like, what the hell? Like, again, there are girls that will give up their pride to get a guy that will provide for them. There's plenty of girls that will do such a thing. So I'm not surprised that he's married and making crappy content like that. Yo, what's good? Car, you've been in Colombia forever with good Spanish, but still single. At least no wifey says a lot about Colombia. Yeah, I've been through a lot, my boy, with them females. So if you guys remember the redhead that I dated for a long time, yeah, after that, I wasn't too motivated to put my women on Instagram. Not that like or on YouTube. Not that like our relationship ended because of like social media or nothing. More so that after we broke up, I had to kind of fight her for a little bit about the content. So also I'm quiet, man. I don't want every dude knowing who I'm sleeping with. I don't like that. I come from the old school where you don't know who's sleeping with who. You know what I'm saying? This new school wave, Gen X, whatever, Gen Y, Generation Z, whatever, you know, they smash and then go put it on Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube, you know, go do a tell-all about it. It's crazy. Every race is in Colombia for SEX, but black men are the only ones bragging about sleeping with shawties. And Medellin has one of the highest rates of HIV in the world. Black American men are lost. Black American men are kind of lost. There's some guys that are found, but a lot, and it's a scary amount of Black American men that are just kind of lost, going from country to country, looking to fill some type of void that's not there. I think America is becoming a very tough place, you know, and I think this whole thing is a form of escapism for a lot of people, if I'm being honest, to just get out the matrix, just if it's only for a weekend or, you know, whatever, it's something. I'm not going to get into this, but thanks for commenting there, Team Mac. Appreciate you. Travel all over, you're a savage. Oh, asking about my situation. Yeah, I mean, whatever. Like, I'm an open book. Like, I don't have to hide. I could have been with 10 women this month, and you wouldn't even know about it. That's just how I move. Trade the truth and nothing but the whole. Hey, man, super chat, T Mac. That's my ninja right there, man. I appreciate you, man. Y'all smash that like button. That's the least y'all can do for your boy Card.HQ, who's out here giving you real content that you probably not gonna watch anyway, because y'all want to watch degenerate BS anyway. So, you know, I really appreciate someone like T Mac that gives to the channel and things like that. And if you want to hit the Cash App, anybody that wants to hit the Cash App, let me drop that right there in the chat. Cari Quattro, that is my Cash App. So if you want to smash that, feel free. And I'm gonna get into a couple more, and then I'm gonna wrap this one up. Is there really anything in the world better than Colombia? Yeah, I don't know, dude. I don't freaking know. It's kind of now, if Colombia could only do something about all the unexplained deaths of foreigners, yes. That's another point. I brought it up earlier. I did bring it up earlier in this video, but yeah, it's pretty alarming, I'll say, that Colombia can be so effective when catching gringos and things of that nature, but they don't seem to be as effective or transparent when it comes to providing justice to Colombians, especially Colombians that take advantage of Americans. All right. So I hope that makes sense. But basically, what I'm trying to say, I believe Capo said this. Let's go, because I think Capo was saying some of this type of stuff on his story. So this is the guy that got deported, and this is his story. So he says it was all worth it, guys. This is as soon as he gets back to the United States. He's in that Rolls Royce thing, riding around Miami, it looked like. He say, oh, can I pause this? Now, once I speak and say what I have to say, it'll break the whole Medellin media algorithm. I'll be in touch soon. Real ones know what I was doing for the people who needed that info. Okay. 8 people on the bus who actually got arrested and committed serious crimes in Colombia, and y'all only post the GOAT. Capo equals ratings. King. He's not lying about that. We could see here in this news story, at least, they did mention this guy who, if you're just joining, you need to, let me drop this in the chat because this story is just, let me see. This guy right here. Let me drop this story in the chat just so you guys can read up on this because this is just like shocking. Oh, shit. Hold up. This is a shocking story. Does that work? Yeah. Okay, that's coming through the chat right now. So let me just recap this for you. Not only was Capo caught and sent back with this other guy, which I don't see his name. I thought I saw it somewhere. This is the craziest story ever. He was accused of threatening fights at a school in the Llano Grande area. So, according to information gathered by authorities, the man attempted to enter a school in Llano Grande by posing as an English teacher. And when he failed, he allegedly reacted by threatening students. This guy right here with the Make America Great Again hat. So could you seriously be mad at Colombians for, doing what they're doing sometimes? Like, look at what these gringos are coming and doing. Like, they're that bold. But again, like, I think gringos, you guys might not understand this, but gringos are seen as like true foreigners. In America, we don't have a such thing as like a true foreigner because we allow immigration at such a high level. You know what I mean? That our society is no longer homogenous. A homogenous society is one that is primarily based on people that share the same race. America is not like that. So it's very easy for Colombians to spot a gringo acting badly. So hopefully that doesn't fly over your head. I've been to 41 countries. There are many nice countries based on your preference. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, Colombia it's like the I want to be a social media proving ground for a lot of these people. Like, oh, I want to try to get out of America and be an expat. Let me go to Colombia and try there first. Why? Because so many people put out content about it. Saying it's easier, saying you should move to Colombia and things of that nature. I mean, they're literally selling Colombia. Especially, like, here's another girl, and to bring it home to the sisters, okay? I didn't see this. She almost got deported. Many times, many people fall in love, start living a dream. Next thing you know, time's up, money spent back. That's it backwards. I guarantee this is some long-winded story to try to convince you to like use her services. Yeah. So this is another content creator who has to eat at the end of the day. So what does she do? She tries to convince people to move to Colombia, so that they can pay her a little service fee.
Guys, did you know it's only 9 questions on my website to fill out to let you know what Colombia city was best for you? If you don't believe me, go take a look. What Colombia city was best for you? Guys, did you know it's only
Like, bro, like I don't have to convince nobody to move to Colombia for me to eat, bro. Like that's the difference. This beg YouTubing / Instagram stuff needs to stop. Like, you know, she's
All
convincing,
right, guys, we promise you we will show you more behind the scenes.
she's convincing these women to move over to Colombia. Your life will be better. Who knows if that's going to be true for these women? I guarantee. I don't guarantee, but I would love to know the 5-year success rate on the people that she's bought to Colombia. But we won't have any data on that because she herself hasn't even been in Colombia for 5 years. So guys are going around trusting people that just got to Colombia last year to do all their paperwork, to do all their stuff for them, and to vouch, and convince them is Colombia the right place for them. Like, you're gonna listen to somebody that just got there a year or two ago. Like, there's so many things I didn't notice that I hate about Colombia until like year 4, 5, 6. Like, it just wasn't, it just took time of like getting on my nerves until I was like, you know what, like that's something I don't like about Colombia, like for real. So it just takes time, is my point. Like, yeah, it just takes time. All right, we're gonna do rapid fire on these comments, guys. I really appreciate everybody that tuned into this one. I hope this is helpful. I know there's a lot of confusion out there about like what's going on with this situation in Colombia and everything like that. Mike B said, I was watching you back when you had your girlfriend you took on the rafting trip. What a year was it? Bro, Lena? Bro, Lena's like famous now. She's like an Instagram baddie. I got her like way before all the hype, man. Bro, that video is at least 6 years old. Yeah, I took that girl rafting. Like this was like in the midst of the pandemic. Like the pandemic had just popped off. Actually, I'm trying to find her TikTok. But yeah, man, Lena, she was a good girl. She was like young. I was young at that time. I was like barely 25 at that time. So yeah, man, thanks for watching for that long, man. That was a long time ago. Yeah, I found her shit, man, hold up. Turn the sound off. Okay, yeah, that's her. That's who you're talking about, right? If you go way, way down on my channel, you'll see her. You'll see a video that we did years ago. She got like green eyes and stuff. She cute. Yeah. Shout out to you, Mike B. You a real one. All they care about is titties and ass. That's right. Come on, man. Don't paint everyone with the same brush. I watch your content, including the motorcycle videos. I saw you go riding to the coffee area. You interviewed a friend of mine, Will. Shout out to Will. Yeah, man. Will's my dude. Much love to Will. I'm not trying to paint everyone with the same brush, but like there's definitely differences, man. So no, that wasn't my intention. Chill Capo was too exposed, and Migración Colombia is not playing. It's also political season, so the governors are posting their wins. Other influencers doing something similar in El Extranjero. Other influencer doing something similar in LX right here. I don't know what that means. I agree. A lot of Black American guys are lost. Also, I have met a lot of white guys who are only looking for underage girls and coke. Big facts. Big facts. Yeah, I definitely, let me be on the record. White guys are just as guilty. And especially like the passport poly guy, the Sam Speaks guy that I just showed you, like white guys are in this, but everything that the white guys, feel, we as Black men feel it 5-10 times worse. It's just a fact about being Black, Man, T Mac, thank you so much. You did hit the cash app, my brother. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. That will buy me a nice cup of coffee out here. And y'all can see, man, it's bright out here. I don't know, y'all. If y'all don't follow me on Instagram, you don't know where I'm at right now. That's the thing. I don't post like people on YouTube. They get stuff a little later. I'm doing this live because it's like, hot off the press. But your boy is far away, and y'all are gonna get to find out where I'm at very soon. Very soon when I do when I drop some videos out here. Because I know wherever y'all is at, it's probably dark over there. Yeah. That crazy dude was already well known. They were begging people to call the police on the crazy white dude. That's wild, yeah. Yeah, you don't get the appeal about Parque Jettas. I think for someone new, it's a lot. It's a big deal. But yeah, I'm not that public type of, like, I like to do me in the dark. You know what I'm saying? Like you got the whole world watching you take your girl back. It's just like a big show. You know what I mean? It's like prom night with a little SEX mixed in. Well, there's SEX in real prom night anyway, but F that clown capo. He was sexually exploiting underage girls, selling prostitutes, many minors. I'm not here to promote something that I don't know as a fact. I've never seen him, do anything with underage women or be known to do anything with underage women. So I can't sign off on that comment there. That's all you, Joseph. Someone else agrees though. He said, for example, T-Mac most likely visited Parque Jettas 1,000 times when the prices was 1K mil and quit after the price doubled. So this is just stupid shit. Travel all over, you're just being crazy. Yeah, I'm not gonna get into y'all's back and forth. Yeah, dude, Mike, I did take I spent I want to say me and Lena spent 2020 Christmas together in Santa Marta. We was at the I think that was a Marriott in Playa Dormida. Back before anybody was going to Santa Marta, bro. Like, people go to Santa Marta now, but yeah, man, Lena, man, you taking me back right now. Taking me back big time. All right, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up. This video, rest in peace to the Chill Capo movement in Colombia. It's apparently over. We're gonna wait to see, what happens. Let's wish this brother well. I didn't come on here to wish anything bad happen to this man, Chill Capo, or to, make his situation worse or anything like that. I'm just calling it like I see it. I want you guys to understand what it looks like when you do stuff like this, what it looks like to the Colombians, what it does to the image of the other gringos that are living in Colombia and things of that nature. But overall, I want Capo to win because he's a Black man just like me. I'm not the guy that's ever going to be cool tearing another Black man down, or any man, Black or white. So yeah, let's wish Capo the best, and I hope that Colombia government continues to show us what they can do, but they actually focus their efforts a little bit more on safety in Colombia. Because me personally, I still feel like Colombia is a very risky place to be. Like, especially if you look at some Asian countries, like United States might not be the safest place in the world either, but Asia, Japan, places like that, it's very safe. Colombia has a lot of work they can do on that front. And they have some resources, as we can see. Or are they all on social media all day? I don't know. Looking at Capo, maybe they be having more time to fight crime when they're not watching Capo all day. Shout out to Lena. Medellin has one of the highest rates of HIV and AIDS in the world. That is a fact. Yes, every race are ETH. I don't know. Enjoy yourself in Africa or Asia, wherever you are. Been watching your channel since 2019. Safe travels, brother. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. I'm not in Thailand. I can tell you that right now. Not in Thailand, buddy. I'll go to Thailand eventually, but Medellin has like ruined Thailand for me because like from everything I hear, Thailand is basically Medellin on crack. Medellin has one doing that again. Okay. All right, man. Chill Capo, man. Over and out, my dog. He wasn't my friend or nothing like that. I'm just like a man to a man. I hope he can land on his feet, and I will take good care of Colombia in his absence. So make sure you're subscribed for that great content. Make sure you follow me on Instagram so you can get even more Cardi.HQ, more up-to-date info. And then, if you don't mind, kindly smash that like button. And don't forget to drop me a comment on this video. All right, y'all. It's your boy Cardi.HQ. Now I'm about to go enjoy my day. Peace.